I promised I'd talk about the Jeep Wrangler 4xe. Again, you're going, but Matt, I thought you talked about this last week, and then you talked about it the week before. You're right. You are right. I certainly did, because Jeep has, this comes by way of the Autopian, Thomas Hudnall at the Autopian, quote, Jeep just recalled a recall of another recall because its plug-in hybrids keep catching fire. Yes, a recall of a recall. Now, I should also remind you that the Jeep has also been recalled for faulty software updates. So we've got some like triple level recallception going on here. And this time, what happened is, not all that long ago, they recalled the 4xe Wrangler. This is separate from the software update, but I bet they're connected. I have a suspicion they are connected. We'll get to that. But Jeep recalled a number of Wranglers because they say, quote, some of the vehicles may have been built with a high voltage battery manufactured with cells, which may be susceptible to separator damage. Separator damage combined with other complex interactions within the cells may lead to a vehicle fire. Vehicle fires can result in increased risk of occupant injury and injury to persons outside the vehicle. Really? Really? I didn't know that. Thanks for informing me of that, Jeep. That's helpful information to have. Yeah, oh boy, an EV catching fire again. Sort of an EV. You actually get the worst of both worlds with a hybrid, because us gas car guys like to make fun of all the EVs that catch fire. Meanwhile, I mean, the Ford Pinto did exist. Those caught fire a lot. And gas cars actually do catch fire at non-trivial rates. I mean, imagine that, a vehicle that combusts a flammable substance that is contained within a tank in large quantities that can combust. Who would have thought? But you see, with a hybrid like the 4xe Wrangler, you get the battery fires and you get the gas fires. You get both types of fire that you can have in any hybrid system. Now, this is unfortunate, though, and this does serve as a little bit of a PSA if you do have a 4xe Wrangler, because apparently that was the original recall. They issued, it turns out that fix didn't actually fix anything. They changed some software. They added some monitoring software to better monitor temperature of the battery cells. They did a number of different things. That didn't help. So now they're recalling the cars that were recalled because the recall wasn't a good enough recall. It wasn't enough recall, apparently. Who would have thought? But that is a little concerning in this sense. I mean, yes, recalls are part of new vehicle ownership. There are recalls for a number of different things, whether they're large or small. That certainly can happen. Now, this, I suspect, and I may be totally wrong here, this is purely speculation on my behalf, but I suspect that the Jeep Wrangler software updates that we talked about on this show, and those software updates prompted a recall because that software, it was an over-the-air update, and I went into a full rant about over-the-air updates last week and why I think that they are a very slippery slope. For one, I think that we should be providing complete products from the factory. Software manufacturers should be giving us a complete product. But for two, I think the over-the-air software updates introduce you to a lot of risk, both from bad updates in this case, but also outside actors, hackers and things. The fact that it can receive an over-the-air update means you're vulnerable. And I suspect now, because this over-the-air update was relating to one of the hybrid control system modules, and I wonder, now, supposedly it was part of the power delivery system and the actual drivetrain of the vehicle, but I wonder if that was not connected in any small form to the battery issue that Jeep knows it has with these 4XEs now. And, you know, this goes to show, though, I mean, hybrid technology has been around for a while. Toyota with the Prius. Fun fact, when I was in Japan earlier this year, I went to one of the two Toyota museums. Yes, I went to both of them. And I got to see a very first gen Prius, which was a Japanese market only thing. Very different than the Prius of now, but it was still fascinating from a technical perspective. But we have been doing this hybrid thing as a society now for like 25 plus years, 26 years, maybe even just a tiny bit longer. And there's still issues with it. And no matter what you do, and I've sung my praises, in fact, about the Wrangler 4xe. You may know that I recommended chief engineer of the radio station, Ross, buy one, and he did. And that actually exposes another problem, which is it is rare for me to recommend a vehicle which is not either a Toyota or a Miata, okay? And I don't typically tell people, what vehicle should I buy? Okay, it's going to be some flavor of a Toyota, or if it's anything else, a Miata, Mazda Miata. I don't like any of Mazda's other cars, frankly. The Miata, though, great car. Love the Miata. Miatas are fantastic. But I swear, the second I recommend something other than that, and someone who I personally know actually purchases it, spends their hard-earned money on it, this happens. Go figure. Go figure on here. But those recalls, they're going to get this fixed. They're going to make it right. It goes to show, though, that when it's a thing you should consider when you buy a hybrid, that no matter what, it's going to be a little more complicated. You've got basically two drivetrains, an electric one and a gas one, competing for that same space. You're adding complexity. So anyway, that's all for the show today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Remember to catch the podcast. I'll see you here on the radio next week.